Violinists, learn to play better fast. Are you struggling with your violin practice? Do you sometimes find that you've learned something yesterday and today you're back at the same level with your playing? Do you wonder sometimes why in your violin lessons you achieve so much more than in your practice at home? Mastering the art of music practice is easier than you think, and in this video I'm going to give you some practice tips with examples of how you can take your musical skills to the next level in the fastest time possible. I will tell you how you can learn new pieces more quickly than you may have done in the past. I will show you a simple template that you can apply to every new piece that you will learn from now on. This can be used by beginners and also by more advanced players. And I can even let you in on a secret, pro violinists are experts and they are using this technique all the time. So let's assume that you are going to learn a new piece. And as an example, I am going to play Minuet number 3 by Bach from Suzuki Book 1. First, I'm going to play the whole piece through from the beginning to the end. But note that a few things are going to happen. So what just happened when I was playing? In order to observe that, you will need to have listened very carefully. And what so often happens when we play is that we hear what we want to hear. And you may have experienced this yourself. So let's go over the music and check out what has happened. So let's have a look at bar 7. And in bar 7, I made a mistake with the notes. Now I will need to go and try and figure out exactly what I did wrong to be able to improve it. And to find out what just happened, I'm going to play really slowly. So by accident, I think I played my third finger on the A string rather than on the D string. So I need to tell my finger that it needs to go on D and not on A. Now I'm going to go back a couple of bars and I'm going to check if I can join it up when I arrive again at the same place. Did you notice that I kept playing really slowly still? I have now fixed my mistake and I want to make sure not to make the same mistake again. And unfortunately, you can practice mistakes too. If you're not careful, you get very good at making your mistakes if you make them over and over again. Now I'm just going to check if my practice has been helpful. So I'm going to go back to the beginning and I'm just going to check if I got better at the end of line 2. Has it made a difference? Yes, I have not made that same mistake again. It's really made my playing a lot better. Now perhaps you can remember that when I hit bar 17, I was playing out of tune. If I am going to fix my intonation in bar 17, I will need to find out first whether I was playing too flat or too sharp. So let me do that first. So I think I was flat the first time. Do you agree with me? So how can I make my note more reliable? And I can find out by playing all the notes on the E string. I was there, wasn't it? And now I'm going to go back a line and see if I can hit that B straight away. That was a whole lot better. So playing the notes on the E string has really helped me find the B in tune. I can make my general intonation more reliable by playing scales. Now this piece here, the minuet, is written in the key of G major. So I could play the G major scale and the G major arpeggio to make this piece, but not only this piece, all the pieces that I can play in the key of G major better. And that will give you confidence playing all of your pieces better in tune. So now I'm going back to practicing my minuet. If I think back to my first playing, I can remember that something happened in bar 25 to 28, but I can't quite remember exactly what. So instead of practicing randomly, I'm just going to try out if I can identify what happened there. So I think what happened is I played a D 3 bars in a row as the first note. So in bar 25 there is really a D. Then in bar 26 this starts on an E. And the next bar is also a D. And now I'm going to try and find a pattern in my notes. If I check the pattern from bar 25 onwards, I can see that bar 25 starts on a D, 26 is an E, 27 is 3 notes in this pattern, and you see there we end on an A. So knowing this pattern is going to help me remember the notes, and maybe not knowing the pattern confused me a little bit and caused the errors. So now I have practiced slowly and I have found the pattern that is going to help me play these bars better. And that's what I've just done. So practicing effectively is made up of 3 main ingredients. One is to be able to hear that there is an issue in the first place. The second ingredient of effective practicing is to be able to analyze what the issue is. And the third ingredient of getting better at playing the violin is allowing yourself to play slowly, not to make the same mistake again, so you can get better very quickly. And as you gain an experience practicing more effectively, you will get better on all 3 points. The central issue of listening and assessing that there is an issue in the first place is the central and key point that I'm trying to bring across here. And I always tell my pupils in my studio that the fastest way to get better at playing the violin is to ask yourself questions. What just happened? What can I do to improve? And where do I want to be? And of course, when you are a beginner violinist, where you want to be is a little bit vague. All you know is that you may want to play this piece. And some players in my studio put it this way: I want to get better at playing the violin, but being able to figure out exactly what you need to get better is one of those essential skills that you learn in this video. So if you want to get better at listening, do please like this video. If you want to get better at analysing what is going on in your playing, do hit the bell button. And if you want to improve your playing, why not subscribe to this channel? And finally, if you want to become an awesome violin player, do write in the comments section below this video what you would like to achieve. Thanks very much for watching, and best of luck with your violin playing.